Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to our cell biology, genetics and evolution class. Today we are going to discuss a topic in which the effect of the genes is somewhat related to the sex of the individual, and it is known as sex influenced genes. That is, the effect of the gene is influenced by the sex of the bearer, in which that particular uh, gene is present, that is the gender which is carrying the gene. The effect of the gene is influenced by that particular sex. Now, one of the famous example of the one of the famous examples of sex influenced genes is the Asher breed of cattle, cows. And this is a very good example of sex influence gene, a very good case to study if you want to get to know about the sex influence genes. Now, in this Asher breed, the cattle have a coat color or skin color which is mahogany and white. Don't worry about the mahogany, what type of color it is, mahogany and white, and the other is red and white. So mahogany and white and red and white, these are the two coat colors that are found in this famous Ayrshire breed. These are the famous cattle of Scotland. Now, as far as the first phenotype is concerned, which is mahogany and white, mahogany and white. Now, this phenotype is produced by a gene M, capital or uppercase M. And when it is uppercase M in homozygous condition, then this particular phenotype appears in both males, that is bull, and females, that is cows. So whether it is a cow or it's a bull, male or female cattle, their color will be, coat color will be, skin color will be mahogany and white when this is present in homozygous condition. So will be both male and females, or bulls and cows, will be mahogany and white. Mahogany and white. And similarly, their recessive allele, which is lowercase m, so it behaves in a similar manner. When it is a homozygous condition, both lowercase m, the males and the females, they are both red and white. So pretty simple as far as the homozygous conditions of these two alleles is concerned. When it is uppercase M and homozygous, then the bulls and cows, they are male and female cattle, they will be mahogany and white. And if it is lowercase m, then both of them will be red and white, both male and female cows, both the genders will be, their skin color will be red and white. However, if an individual is heterozygous, that is when it is carrying an uppercase M and a lowercase m, that is a dominant and a recessive allele, then the heterozygous condition, the phenotype of the heterozygous condition, it depends upon the gender, the sex of the bearer, whether it's a bull and a cow. So its effect is different in cows as well as bulls. So let's make a cross and see how the inheritance of this particular allele or pair of alleles is inherited or transmitted, and then how the phenotype appears in the offspring or in the progeny. So let's make a cross. The cross is between red and white. This is female, and a mahogany and white male. You can do it the other way around, mahogany and white female and red and white male. Results will be almost the same. So this is red and white female or cow, and this is mahogany and white male. These are the parents, and the gametes will be like this. So lowercase m in case of female, eggs and sperms in case of male will carry the uppercase M. So in F1, we'll get M and M. Now the interesting thing is that the phenotype of this F1 individual depends upon the gender of the individual, sex of the individual in which this heterozygous pair of alleles is present. It will be different in males and females like this. So if the individual is a bull, it will be mahogany and white. Its coat color will be mahogany and white if it is a male. And if it is a female, then its coat color would be red and white. So this is the inheritance of this particular coat color allele. It is influenced by the sex. When it is present in males in heterozygous condition, then its effect is mahogany and white, and when it is present in females, cows, it's the coat color of those cows would be red and white. So selfing the F1, so these are two M and M. One of them might be male and female. You can, for example, this is female and this is male. Now both of these individuals will make two kinds of gametes. One of the gamete will carry the uppercase M allele and other the lowercase. And similarly, in the case of male, its sperms will be of two kinds, 50% uppercase M and 50% lowercase m. So now let's fertilize the eggs with the sperms. These are suppose sperms. So we get both uppercase M and uppercase M and lowercase m, and then it's the turn of this particular sperm and egg. So we get a heterozygous condition and then a homozygous condition. So interesting is the result of the F2. Now this is F2 what we have obtained. So this will be, as we have seen already in the start of the video, that if it is uppercase M in homozygous condition, both males and females, bulls and cows, will be mahogany and white. So it's quite a straightforward case, not very complicated. So we get mahogany and white in both cows as well as bulls, males and females. However, in heterozygous condition, as we have just seen, it is different and it depends upon the sex, the gender of the individual. So it will be mahogany and white if it is a male, and it will be red and white if the individual is a cow or a female. So its effect is different in sex. So this particular pair of alleles, that is heterozygous condition, it is influenced by the sex of the individual. And as far as the last case is concerned, we have already seen it. It would be red and white, both in bulls and cows, both. So this is the result of the cross made between two individuals I shall breed. We have so these are the parents, red and white female, mahogany and white male, and when they were crossed with each other, this is the result that we obtained. In the F1, since it is a heterozygous condition, so all the males would be mahogany and white and all the females would be red and white. And if these two heterozygous conditions, selfing is done, they are selfed, so this is the result that we obtain in the F2. The heterozygous alleles, uppercase M, both in male and female, they will show the phenotype mahogany and white. Similarly, the lowercase or the recessive MM, lowercase m, their phenotype would be red and white, both male and females. However, in heterozygous condition, the effect is different in different sex. So it will be mahogany and white in males, bulls, and red and white in females or cows. So this was a case of sex influence genes. In the next video, inshallah, we are going to discuss another case which is known as sex limited characters or sex limited genes. So that's, inshallah, we'll discuss in the next video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.